Hi everyone and welcome back. Today's video is the Pan That Palette introduction for 2016. I decided that I'm going to approach Pan That Palette the same way I did this past year. Last year was the first time I tried panning a palette, and instead of trying to finish a whole entire palette, the way that I went about it was to hit pan in every shade. I'm going to do the same thing for 2016. But instead of doing on one palette, I'm working on two. Now I know whoever watches me and watches my projects, you guys usually know that I usually always aim higher than probably what I can get things done, but it's just, I rather just challenge myself that way, and even if I don't, then that's fine. Like if I don't, hit my goal every single time, that's okay. I just look at it more like the palette is going to get more use out of it than if I wasn't doing the project or putting it in. So I'm okay with whatever the finale looks like. As long as I was working on the palettes, then I'm happy. So the two palettes that I chose are both Urban Decay palettes. The first one is going to be Naked. And then the second palette is going to be the Book of Shadows. I believe it's 4. I don't know what version though. When I tried looking online, I guess the Book of Shadows or Book of Shadows 4 came out with several versions, because I know that some of the colors are similar, but some of them differ a little bit through the from palette to palette. So I honestly don't know which one this is. I just think it's the Book of Shadows 4, but... So anyway, this is this one. Now as you can see, they are pretty much, new palettes, haven't really been used other than maybe a handful of times, but I don't have any pan hitting in any of them. I'll try to do it this way so you can see. So these are the shades. So I know this is a lot, but again, I'm just trying to hit pan in them, so that's my goal for the year. Now, between these two shades, there are 2 repeat shadows. One of them is the Gunmetal, and then the other one is Sin, which are these two right here. So, I'm only going to focus on the Sin and the Gunmetal in this Naked palette, not in the Book of Shadows one. And if I happen to hit pan in it, then I will work on this one. But as far as for just starting off with, my goal is just, I want to hit pan in every single shade in here, and then every single shade here with the exception of Gunmetal and Sin. Now the way that I'm going to try to approach this is I'm going to try out Amber F, the way that she does it, and I'll link her down below. She's the one that started this Pan That Palette challenge. She panned the palette Naked in 2014, and then she just did the Lorac Pro for 2015. So I'll leave her link down in the description box below. But like I said, the way that I'm going to do it is I want to try her method, which I believe she goes about it doing it. Sorry, I was looking outside. I believe she goes about doing it where she basically pans a look. So she does a specific look, and then she just continues to use that look until the shadows are done. If I'm saying it right. And if Amber, if you happen to watch and I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. But I'm going to do it that way. So I'm not going to do the same look, but what I am going to do is I'm going to pick out a specific amount of shades, like say 4 to 5, and I'm going to try to create as many looks as I can with those shades and hit pan and keep using them until I hit pan. Or maybe I'll do it month to month. So like for the month of January, I already have what I'm picking out. So I guess I'll just see at the end of January how I do. And then if I want to keep going into February, I'll do that. Or maybe I'll pick a new set of shadows out. So that part I'm not sure of. What I do know specifically for January, I'm working on these shadows. Now everything I'm wearing is, as far as my eyes, are with these two palettes. And this is the second look. If you watched the Pan That Palette finale, which I think is the video before this one, but if you watch my Pan That Palette finale, I did have another look, and it was again using the same exact shades, but I just did it a bit differently of where I placed the shadows. Sorry, Naked, Buck, Creep, Baked, Skimp, Zephyr. So 6 shadows. So again, I don't know if I'll be able to hit pan in, you know, a month, but I want to work on those 6 shadows only for January. So that is how I'm going to approach it. Again, I know this is a ton of shadows to try and hit pan, even hit pan in for a year, but like I said in the beginning, if, you know, even if I don't hit pan in every single one, these 2 palettes are going to get obviously a ton of use out of, you know, the year, rather than if I didn't throw them in this challenge. Sorry, I'm fumbling all over my words. And yeah, that's the reason why I'm throwing in 2 palettes too, is because I do have so many palettes and I just want to start with my oldest ones. I'm trying to obviously, you know, get as much use as I can out of them before that they go bad, you know, so that's why I am throwing in an extra one. And I know it's 2 full-size palettes. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 shadows in the naked, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 in the Book of Shadows minus the 2 repeats. So that is obviously a lot of shadows, but we're going to work with it. I'm excited about it. I like the fact that there is a lot of color in the Urban Decay Book of Shadows one, and there's a ton of neutrals in the naked one. So I do not think that I will get bored at all. Obviously between the 2 palettes, there's only 2 matte shades, which is Naked and Buck out of the Naked palette. So I did throw in a couple of matte shades that are in the 2016 Makeup Use Up collab tag. So I have those 3 matte shades to get me through the year as well. And so my plan too is to just use these 2 palettes like 4 to 5 times out of the week and allow myself maybe 1 day a week to use a different palette, because I do want to use some of the newest stuff that I have purchased. So I think that I will be fine with doing it that way. I don't wear makeup every single day, but I want to force myself to wear makeup every single day, or at least 6 out of the 7 days. Because I do, you know, I do feel better when I have makeup on and stuff. I mean, again, I'm not a bit, you know, I'm not an everyday makeup wearer, but you know, with trying to go through products and wear them and use them and get my money's worth before they go bad, I've got to be more of a makeup wearer this year. So, and like I said, obviously I always feel better when I do have makeup on. I feel just more complete and everything like that. So I really am. I'm very looking forward to this year with all these projects. I'm very excited. If I have not seen your Pan That Palette intro, please let me know in the comments down below so I can come by you and check you out and see what you're trying to pan, how you're approaching Pan That Palette this year. And yeah, let's just cheer each other on for another year. I think that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys for the update in the beginning of February. I hope everyone is having a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.